Boys is finally ending, but it's going out sad. It wasn't all bad though. Written and recorded a few years ago, a lot of the subjects brought up are still pretty topical. Generative AI, media literacy, people being thrown in camps, yada yada yada. So here's all the things that went wrong as the once beloved show fell from grace. Soulja Boy being such an important character with his wishy-washy intentions. One second he's trying to kill Homelander, the next they're best buddies. Even giving Homelander the MacGuffin he's been searching for all season long. Our protagonists have been trying to keep that out of his hands, and it's because of Clara? Who the hell even is that? He does all this and then he's just out of the show. He doesn't even show up in the finale. He's out like a light. The only hopes of seeing him are in that spinoff that I promise you we will not be watching. Ryan getting packed up and saying, "Damn, he got hands, I'm good," for the rest of the season. At one time, it was Homelander and Butcher fighting for his heart. Butcher trying to keep that bright side his mother instilled in him, hoping it didn't turn out like himself. Homelander trying to instill his values or lack thereof, showing that humans are inferior and lessers. That duality is tested as Butcher goes full scorched earth and wants to use his son as a tool to go out in a blaze of glory, killing all the Supes. So how does that turn out? Well, Ryan gets packed up, as expected, only to reappear at the very end of the season. I would have liked to see more from him personally. I don't mind him rejecting Butcher, who he had a tenuous relationship with. After all, Butcher's plan was genocide and them dying like martyrs. I guess it was alright that he ended up being his own person and rejecting both of his father figures in their extremist ways. Sister Sage is on fraud watch. The world's smartest person, my ass. What do you mean you didn't see this coming? The world's smartest person didn't have some backup plans or contingency set up? And by the way, her motivation of wanting to watch the world burn so she can go to her bunker and eat Taco Bell is just, bruh, we get it, you're antisocial and people didn't listen to you. But destroying the world because your granny died is crazy work. Like on paper, the world's smartest person is wrong for the first time ever. Humans aren't as predictable as X's and O's. Her grandma tying back to her humanity and giving her something to fight for is cute. It's just piss poor writing when the world's smartest person gets outsmarted by a dad liking his son. She shows up, fucks up the planet, gets stupid, and leaves. That's all she does. Why even have the Gen V cast cameo at the buzzer like this? They got so shafted it's not even funny. Like a whole spin-off that ties into the original and has a superhero ending virus that's unprecedented in this world. Most of them show back up in the finale, but again they're relegated to dick jokes and doing stuff off screen. Even Marie, the most important of them all, who was a part of the same Odessa project as Homelander, who was hyped up as being just as powerful as him and integral to taking him down, to just not get to do anything during the finale. Black Noir 2.0 existed? He had most of us wondering, why was he so quiet? Finally going from comic relief with little screen time to a quiet, menacing enigma. What exactly was he cooking? We spent like 5 episodes setting up a mystery, resolving it unceremoniously, then setting up a bigger role for him with Old Father. And then the climax! He gets fucking one-shot by the Deep. You can't make this up. Speaking of which, these new suits are so fucking sorry. I honestly don't think we need a superhero ending virus to take them out. It seems like a gun or a knife or a USB cable is enough to take out most of them. Like Black Noir tanked shotguns and miniguns last season. How is he getting folded up by the Deep? In the previous seasons, the Supe seemed like an insurmountable threat that you need an X-Factor like a Supe virus to take them all out. But now, a new one gets taken out by the day. Like you've got Frenchie outrunning Soulja Boy after mocking him like, what? I don't care how many meta references you make with Worm Guy about tying plot points together in a satisfying way. How about instead of telling us about how hard it is to write a good ending, you just write a good ending? If you set something up, pay it off, or better yet, don't bring it up in the first place if you don't have an end goal planned. In the finale, we got Homelander moving kinda slow with his bursts of flight. Like we saw how Bombshell was moving, but we're talking about the Homelander who's souped up on V1. We just saw him fly somebody to space and come back in like 2 seconds, literally. He's even being restrained by Butcher and Ryan, when previously it took Soldier Boy, souped up Huey, and Butcher to even hold him back, and that wasn't enough. Stakes-wise, nobody really dies except the members of the Seven. So much for the death scares we had for Butcher and Huey, when 90% of the main characters make it out unscathed and live a happily ever after. 5 seasons worth of world building leads me to doubt that they'd get off scot-free. What's to stop the internment camps and the hatred from Starlighters? But anyway, the boys won the fight against Homelander, but Mega Conglomerate Vought just seemed too big to be dissolved in a day, so their reign of terror will go on seemingly with Stan Edgar at the helm. So I guess they won the battle but lost the war? Butcher may have been going a little too far with this genocide thing, but with Vought still around, this cycle is bound to continue, right? I'm pretty sure there's a confirmed Boys Mexico spinoff that's going to continue following the antics of Vought and all the other superheroes that, again, we will not be watching. If I had to summarize The Boys Season 5, it would be that it lacked urgency. It felt like we, the audience, were the only ones who remembered these were the last episodes of the series. So much time dilly-dallying with booty flashbacks, Raven girls, and daddy drama when we should have been building to a huge climax. Countless times I kept wondering, will they turn up next episode? Maybe the next one, until I lost hope. In the end, it doesn't matter how revered the show is. If your ending sucks, it sullies it all and leaves a bad taste in people's mouth. Look at Attack on Titan's manga ending and Game of Thrones. Alf? It just feels like 7 years in the making for what? Just another sunk cost fallacy. But that's just my take on it. What do you guys think of The Boys Season 5? I've been Bloom. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, all that jazz. Deuces.